Hi, and welcome to Reed's Audio Reading. I'm Reed, and I hope you enjoy my channel. Today I'll be introducing you to a forgotten god from the Suel Pantheon, Jascar. You can find this information in Dragon Magazine 92. Jascar, god of the hills and mountains, lesser god. Jascar appears as a powerful man with a long brown beard and long hair. He wears a magical breastplate made of silver that gives his entire body armor class -8. He wields a hammer that does 3 to 30 points of damage, plus his strength bonus on each hit. In addition, it has the power of a mace of disruption when used against undead creatures. On a hit, they are automatically turned as if by a 12th level cleric, and if not destroyed, they suffer double damage from the strike. Jascar can throw the hammer up to 500 feet with the same chance to hit a target as if he were holding the weapon. The hammer will not return to him automatically, but cannot be picked up by any other character or creature without harm. No good characters who touch the hammer will suffer the effects of a death spell in each round that is touched or held, with a saving throw allowed. If the save is made, the offender takes 3 to 18 points of damage, and this amount of damage is suffered automatically by any creature immune to the effects of a death spell. Creatures of any good alignment who touch the hammer will take 2 to 12 points of damage, save for half damage. Any creature willing and able to wield the hammer will find that it does its usual damage of 3 to 30 points plus strength bonus if any, but does not exercise its disruption effect when used by anyone other than Jascar. Jaskar's body radiates a constant protection from evil aura in a 20-foot radius. He can dispel this aura at any time to allow a foe to approach prior to combat and reactivates it in one segment at will. Jaskar has the ability to move through the earth, including stone formations but not lava, as if a phase door of unlimited length and duration were operating. In addition to the spells he can use by virtue of his level as a cleric, he can cast Stone to Flesh or its reverse at will, and can also employ any magic user spell or druid spell involving the earth at 20th level of effectiveness. These spell powers can be called upon as often as once per round. He can mold and reform unworked earth, smoothing out or roughing up an area of terrain, making a mountain easier or more difficult to climb. However, he will not and in fact cannot employ his power against subterranean openings such as caves, caverns, or tunnels, either to collapse them or make them larger. Once he reforms an area of land, it cannot be changed by him again. Jaskar is immune to all petrification attacks and cannot be affected by attacks from stone giants, clay golems, stone golems, animated stone statues, or any creature native to the elemental plane of earth. Any such creature with at least low intelligence will immediately realize that such attacks are pointless and will not attempt to strike him. All creatures from the elemental plane of earth must obey him, except for the most powerful elemental bosses, who can be sent back to their home plane without a saving throw if he commands it. Jaskar can shape change into any of the three forms as he desires, attacking as a 20 HD monster in these forms while retaining his normal hit points and armor class. He can become a gigantic, heavy warhorse, but in this form will seldom bear a rider. He can become a Pegasus, and he can become a Zorn. Jaskar is on friendly terms with Falcon, Sea Dragon issue 87, and the two often work in concert to foster the cause of good on Orith. Places of worship devoted to Jaskar are always made of stone. The main chamber is often below ground, sometimes in a natural cave. Temples of Jaskar are often shared with Falcon's clergy, and vice versa. However, a temple consecrated solely in the name of Jaskar can obtain special protection. The head priest of such temple, if of ninth level or higher, can pray for this protection. If Jascar grants the result, the temple is rendered immune to earthquake or disintegration magic, unless the temple's altar is defiled. Members of Jascar's clergy dress in earth-toned garments, usually browns and grays. During ceremonies, they wear headdresses of white cloth or white colored metal caps. Clerics of Jascar carry either a small hammer or a small pick, not usable as weapons, as a holy symbol. They are usually human, but some dwarven and gnome clerics devoted to Jascar do exist. Beginning at fifth level of experience, clerics of Jascar obtain special benefits. At this level, they begin receiving a cumulative +1 bonus to their saving throw versus petrification until it reaches the point where only a roll of 1 will cause the save to fail. Thus, the save versus petrification is 11 at 5th level, 10 at 6th level, 7 at 7th level, 6 at 8th level, 5 at ninth level, 3 at 10th level, and 2 at 11th level and higher. Upon reaching 7th level, a cleric of Jascar gains the ability to shape change into a heavy warhorse. The cleric retains his normal hit points and armor class, and in this form attacks as a monster of as many hit points as the cleric has levels. The horse cannot speak or cast spells. Any gear worn or carried by the cleric that is affected by the shape change is turned into tack, harness, saddle, saddlebags, etc. Magical items, except for armor, obtain a saving throw of 14 to see if they resist the change. However, artifacts and relics will not be shape changed in any event. Upon reaching 11th level, a cleric of Jascar gains the additional ability to shape change into a Pegasus that can fly at a 48 feet movement rate. All other particulars regarding combat are the same as for the heavy warhorse described above, and the cleric's gear changes in the same manner. The Pegasus can speak in the languages known to the cleric and can cast any spells known by the cleric of 4th level of power or lower, as long as the spell has only the cleric's holy symbol as its material component or has no material component at all. The maximum duration for either shape change is 1 hour per level of the cleric, and only one change of either sort can be made per day. As compensation for these special benefits, clerics of Jescar must earn an extra 5% above and beyond the usual number of experience points needed to rise to 5th level and each level thereafter. Jescar is worshipped in the mountains and hills of the Flness, especially in the Flinty Hills and the hills and mountains within the Iron Liege. Thank you for listening to this video of the forgotten god Jascar, god of hills and mountains. I hope you enjoyed and have a great day. Best regards, Reed.